I chose the current news regarding the Masterpiece Cake Shop decision made by the Supreme Court this week for my post. I presented post 1 from the side of the cake shop owner and the Christian community, post 2 from the side of the LGBTQ community, and post 3 from the point of view that the decision was so narrow in its meaning that it means basically nothing. Obviously, I am part of the Christian community and consider the decision a good thing. I believe we've gone quite far down the path of losing our religious freedoms already in this country, and am very hopeful the court has seen fit to slow that tide, if even in a small way. So post 1 is my authentic voice, which I actually think or believe. I do think that if Masterpiece was the only baker in the customer's area, they might have a legitimate concern. But if the customer could simply go to a different vendor with no such qualms, then it shouldn't be an issue. In the second post, I voiced the side of the LGBT community. This is not an authentic position for me, mainly because of what I said about them being able to go somewhere else. I do believe it's a narrow decision, as it was creating an artistic design that specifically celebrated homosexual marriage that the baker was opposed to doing. So say compare that to being discriminated against in a dining establishment. You would not be served anything different from any other customer in a restaurant, so there is no alternative content with which a religious business owner might be uncomfortable. In the third post, I took the side of the argument that the actual legal ramifications are minimal due to the narrow scope of the ruling. As someone with a degree in criminal justice, this point of view makes a lot of sense. As I said above, it was really the artistry, not the cake, that was in question. The baker has said he doesn't have a problem selling a gay couple donuts or a birthday cake. It was creating something that specifically celebrates gay marriage that he was uncomfortable with. And that was not even the point of the case. It was how the Colorado Civil Rights Commission handled the inquiry that led to their decision in the case when it went before them. As far as what I learned from voicing an alternative view, I can see that the arguments from each side and how those affected believe it may impact them in the future and understand those feelings. As far as discovering my voice, I don't have any issue with sharing my opinion, but I do believe that most social network sites are not the place to do so. So while I do feel I have a voice in the appropriate venues, I will exercise much discretion when sharing on social media. I mean, look what it did to Roseanne. I think people tend to be mean or confrontational online that would never be that way in person, and the amount of drama young people can stir up there is not anything to take lightly. So I see a lot of drawbacks in online communication in general. It's great for business and school, but in the personal realm, it causes a lot of problems. Staying true to yourself is hard enough in person, let alone online. But that is what our aim needs to be, to stay authentic, not bowing to the pressure of the in crowd when it goes against something we need to stand up for. Thank you.